Alright, guys. Happy Memorial Day. It is Monday, May 28th, 2023. I'm about to see if I'm gonna get out and around to do some Uber Eats deliveries. I'm not too sure about that. But first and foremost, this car squeaky brakes. I'm gonna take my squeaky car out and we're gonna go run some errands. So not only am I gonna try to do Uber Eats today a little while, I'll give it till like 12. If nothing picks up, I'll just be podcasting. I know I haven't been podcasting everywhere all the time as usual. I think I did mention I'm trying to adjust a schedule for myself so that I kind of can see what I need to do depending on the day, and I kind of want to make a little more regimented of a schedule. So if I don't end up getting any deliveries today, I'll basically kick off the rest of the week, like just trying in the mornings outside of rush hour times to get deliveries, and then hopefully getting to the gym around noon or so, and then I could get home for lunch around 1. That looks like the schedule I'm about to try this week. I ate a pretty big breakfast. I ate a gigantic breakfast that I made. It was about 2/3 of a slice of ham, a little bit of a slice of a kielbasa turkey sausage, 2 Morningstar bacon strips. It's like a vegan, vegetarian, non-meat bacon. It's not really bacon. It just tastes kind of like Bacos, if you kind of know that flavor. Just it's a little more tender if you kind of cook it, like not super fried, but it gets really crispy, like too. So depending how you cook it. I'm going over here to the spot where I normally was getting orders, so I'm gonna see if any orders come up today. If so, I'm already here. I'm ready. I'm available. I'm free to take orders from this spot. So yeah, other than that, I'm not really doing too much this morning. That's how I'm spending my morning. Then my afternoon's going to be a little more relaxed. I'll get in some job applications. So yeah, I'm basically gonna see like what the hotspots are looking like. See if it's gonna let me get any orders from the spot that I've had orders from in the recent past. And let's see, it's kind of telling me some areas that might have some good opportunities. Yeah, so the app is kind of letting me know that the health card didn't go through and I need to update my profile picture. They really keep sending notifications about stuff. Like, man, like there's no way to miss a notification from these guys. I have one account that was set up off another email that unfortunately was trying to connect to UberX with the wrong car and all this other stuff. And so I had to make a new email. And so because the old one, the paperwork was too old because that car is too old. And then the new one that's for Uber Eats and not UberX, the everything's submitted, but the health card didn't show up or something. Like there's something wrong with it. And so I'm like, oh my gosh. Like they're basically making it so there's no, like, so they're sending me so many emails about both of those types of things, like update your document, like this document didn't go, and then this document did. It's like, I know, like you've told me this already. So it's getting a little bit annoying seeing so many emails about that, but I'll sit here for a while, record this episode. I'll see if I need more. But yeah, there might not be a lot of orders coming out right now. I'm probably not going to drive around too much, but I was trying to catch the brunch rush, holiday brunch rush. It shows me the busy areas are about 7 miles away, or about 16 miles away. So Compton, Long Beach, Alondra area. So there's some areas that are like pretty high volume of calls coming through. But I don't want to drive all the way over there. It refreshes every 5 minutes though. So anyways, I've basically been trying to, figure out a routine that works good for me. I've been, just that, trying to figure out a good routine, trying to figure out, some, different options that I might have for myself. And working on the tough parts. I definitely worked through whatever the heck that was, the previous weekend, and I've been, just working on my mindset a lot, and yeah, that's been the most helpful thing. Just trying not to avoid using the little skills that get things on track. That's kind of mostly what I've been up to. And trying to take breaks when I need breaks. And yeah, so that's basically where I'm at with things. I'll be working on this car sales stuff and this, basically that, car sales, job applications. Not car sales, like one. I'm selling one car. I have one car to sell. Job applications, and a little bit of resume building and stuff, but definitely needing to take breaks. And so yeah, that's kind of all I have to say for today. Like, did some journaling over the weekend, talked to some family, caught up with some friends. But otherwise, yeah, I'm kind of just doing my own thing. Not stressing too much at the moment, but slowing things down to a point where I feel like at the moment I can kind of notice, at least as of today, I can kind of notice and control a little better, like okay, I'm stressed and these thoughts are coming up, and like, okay, how do I address those thoughts, and how do I address how that's making me feel, and Like, do I need to really be thinking about this right now? Like, maybe I can direct my attention to something else, because, like, this really isn't helpful, you know? Like, what am I thinking about this certain thing for? So it's just a lot of stuff like that where I'm, like, having to kind of dive in and, like, challenge things. Instead of just letting them kind of, like, sit there and drain all my energy. It's like, well, sometimes it's like there's really no need or purpose for certain topics to be coming up. It's like, well, I'm not actively problem solving this right now. I'm not, it's not something that's like pending that I need to do for today or something immediate. It's not something that's part of my plans for today. Like, can I maybe meditate on it later or put it on the back burner to kind of spend some time processing through it or whatever, like, versus let me just sit and think about this thing, and then next thing I know, I have no energy to do all the other stuff that I need to do. That, there's kind of no point in doing that. So, yeah, that's kind of where I've gone with things as far as the previous weekend compared to like this recent Memorial Day weekend. The weekend part just passed, and now we're on the weekday part, the actual holiday of the Monday. Yeah, so I've been taking it a little easier. I'm not saying podcasting really gets in the way, but it's like, I kind of needed a schedule, and podcasting wasn't really getting in the way. It's not like that. It's just that, I didn't want to, avoid podcasting, but I also didn't want to just like keep doing it and complaining that my days aren't going good. I was kind of at a point where I'm like, I really want to like actively do something about this versus just recognizing that it's an issue and how annoying and obnoxious it is, and how, like, annoying of an experience it's been, and, try to get a little more out of it. Or even if I'm not getting anything out of it necessarily, just trying to get a little bit of just clarity. It's kind of like a lot of the stuff I find myself thinking about is really not worth sitting around thinking about. Like, if it's something that happened like 5 or 10 or 15 years ago, it's like, I really don't need to think about this. Like, what am I thinking about this for? It's like, it's doing nothing for me. Like, I've got nothing, improved by thinking about it, or, there's nothing helpful about it or anything. It's just kind of like, dang, but yeah, I try not to be too, I'm trying not to be too, down on myself. Like, I know there's a process to everything, and sometimes it just takes, this few days just to kind of let things pass by, let things clear up a little bit, and then from there being able to feel a little bit more like, okay, I got this going for myself. And yeah, and I think I'm seeing little water drops on my windshield, so we might get a free car wash here. I don't know if we're gonna get a free car wash. Might be good for business. I don't know though. I don't think it's gonna rain that hard. It's not even supposed to rain. I'm so annoyed with this May gray. That might be what part of the reason is too, though. It's just like, a lot of stuff. I listened to one of Ken Coleman's episodes this morning. It wasn't, I don't think, the newest episode, but I found it pretty powerful. The guy he was talking to, I'm not going to talk about it right now, but it was called The High Value of Doing Hard Things. I think that's what the thumbnail says. And the thumbnail itself says "Tough as Nails," and it's the Ken Coleman show, and it's one of his full episodes. It's not from too long ago. So yeah, listening to that really helped me this morning. And yeah, so that's kind of as far as I've gone on that. And yeah, like just kind of learning how to kind of direct my attention a little bit more with things. That can be kind of like a bigger part of the daily challenge. It's just like shutting off all the clutter in my mind. But yeah, so with that, I'm gonna keep these maybe short some days, because I don't know. If I don't want to record them longer, I don't see a reason to like force myself to make it longer. So with that, that's kind of what I'm getting up for today. It's about 10:30 a.m. I've kind of got my day pretty scheduled out, and then I'll figure out my afternoon once I get back to the house after doing all these errands and stuff, and then I'll get on with it. All right. Thanks for listening.